This is the lesson that got me to start hitting 300-yard bombs with the driver and more pure contact with my longer clubs. If you're new here, I've been grinding for about a year and a half now, where I started from never playing golf to try to become a scratch golfer. And if you're like me, trying to make your golf swing so perfect that you end up having so many swing thoughts, watch this video until the end, because today I am back with Dana Dahlquist, the #1 coach in California, one of the best full swing coaches in the world, and the coach to Bryson Dechambeau, who may just be the best pro off the tee with his driver. Today we not only go through how to get better contact with long irons and the driver, but also do speed drills that help you get out of your head and be more athletic. And also stay tuned, because Dana focuses me in on how to practice on and off the course to keep me in the right trajectory to get the scratch. So with that, let's get into the show.
So for me, during the last couple of days, the driver just felt like on lock. When par fours are only like 430 yards and I'm hitting a 293 10 ball, it's pretty easy to just get on the green and two putt, like, or at least. And then I got lucky, hit a 15-footer and then a 7-footer. So got the birdies. Versus, all right, I'm gonna try to get this on the green.
Is it really luck though if you did it 11 times?
Well, no, it wasn't. I guess it wasn't luck. I don't.
Fair,
okay. But it's, yeah. I mean, and I was getting up and down pretty well, but on the par threes, I'm like, okay. I guess the 5-iron just feels a little more foreign in my hand, maybe because I haven't practiced too much on it, because I've been focusing around like a lot of 3-wood and driver. But yeah, I would always just like get here, and I'm trying to feel the same thing, but it would always be so open that it's just like I would get a wasted stroke, and I'm like, oh my god, it's like over there. And then for those ones, the short game wasn't great. So
okay, so it's kind of two things for a minute. So first and foremost, you somewhat don't have confidence surrounding a 5-iron. Now, would your 5-iron get to the front edge of the green?
My 5-iron would get on the green.
Okay. Could it get to the front edge of the green? Like a 6-iron?
Yes.
Because one thing you could practice, so there's two things that you need to practice. First off, my opinion, go to the white tees. Don't play the blues.
Yeah.
You can play the blues, but play the white so you can hit shorter clubs into par threes.
Okay.
Get comfortable shooting a lower number, making a few more birdies. If de facto your score goes down, and get used to fluctuating those yardages. That's an important skill. Even if two dudes are playing like from the blues because their ego says they need to, like, I don't care, play the reds.
Yeah.
You're just trying to shoot a lower number, make more birdies.
Okay.
That's the skill within itself. There's a reason why Bryson does the break 50 thing from the front. Right?
Yeah.
He's trying to shoot a lower number. That's the one piece. Now, the other thing is, like, when you get the 5-iron and the 4-iron in your hands, there is a change going on. Something's changing in your process.
Yeah.
And it's happening because of your perception of what you've done, because you did it 4 times in a row.
Yeah.
Right? But your 7-iron's fine.
Yeah.
So there's some process change, unless your 5-iron's like crooked or something like that. So that's where you need to derive from. Now, the first thing I said was, if there was an overarching thing that we talked about, Japanese beetle.
He's chilling. He's trying to get a lesson.
Hey, what's up? Move. There we go. If the mass of your body moves too far right for too long.
Yeah.
Okay. And I kind of said last time, hey, you need to like not let your mass move too far right. You need to actually keep it more centered feeling and pushing away from it, like pushing away from your right. That will enable you to swing more to the right and then turn the ball over, which seems to be happening with your irons and your driver, because you say you're driving the ball pretty well, right? It's drawing or straight.
During those couple of days, yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the 5-iron should be doing that. What club do you have right now?
It's a 9.
Okay, so let's just have you hit 3 of those. Let's go to like a 5-iron.
Okay, cool.
And I'll film it. Right ball?
Yeah.
Well, you can see it. All right, come with me. So yeah, so you push lateral. So your head's fine, but see how like 1.8 pelvis sway, 1.8 chest sway? So for whatever reason, when you get a longer club in your hands, your lower center goes beyond the range that it should to the right and sway.
Okay. I thought I was going backwards, but I'm not.
You thought you were pushing the other way.
I thought this was going this way, but this was going this way.
I know. Yeah. Now that upper axis is going to the right, but the lower axis is kind of going with it, and then it doesn't get there early enough. So at the top, when you try to recenter it, you're a little late to the party with it, and you're still not down because it's late. So like the pelvis lift right here is at 0. It means it didn't go down. Just means it's late. Now all your tilts are fine, 46. Your pelvis bend is great. You're pretty legit. That's what I mean. That's why your 7-iron's like, but I think you're trying to hit it harder. So you start putting more horizontal into your system.
Yeah.
And then because you're not down enough, you're down kind of late, and then your upper body goes forward.
Yeah. That's what I was kind of seeing.
And then you stand up. It's not bad. It's just you just can't close the face down.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I was seeing on my camera.
If my head's forward, I'm not going to close the face because the ball's not going in the air. So if this is back, like the upper body's back, I can shut that thing down.
Okay.
So the first thing is get the same input that we've discussed. It is redundant, I know, but don't let that pelvis move horizontal, because if it does, you're going to push it laterally pretty hard. Okay. If you push it laterally, you're just going to stand up because you're going to run out of room. Okay. Easy.
Yeah. I feel like when it's longer, I'm just like dragging it more, where I'm like a 9 or pitching, I'm just like not really even moving this. I'm just like.
Well, okay, but so here's devil's advocate.
Yeah.
To hit the ball hard.
Yeah.
It's not do more of this with your wrists and swing faster. It's get the handle to lean.
Yeah.
And get more ball speed.
Yes.
So you don't have to swing as hard.
Okay.
Right? So you look at pros, they don't look like they rip at it. I mean, they do, but they don't have to look like that because their wrist isn't going into extension so fast.
Okay.
It doesn't mean it doesn't happen. It does, but they have their spin loss tighter, so they can produce more ball speed and swing slower. You know, as a total.
So are you swinging slower though? Because
I don't try to hit a 5-iron any different than a 9-iron. But the dynamic loft is less, and the length of the club is longer.
When I'm landing here, I end up just like doing this.
Well, you'll extend, but keep your head back. So like the two things you got to do, Jerome, and it's very, very two things.
Yep.
Don't worry about everything else.
Yeah.
Because it's pretty good. Like the right arm's better. It's not like doing all this anymore. Your wrists will get better because you're going to put attention to it.
Yeah.
But it's not going to make or break you. If this goes right, too long, it's going to push, because I've loaded weight over my right foot.
Yeah.
I'm going to push away from it.
Yeah.
So then it pushes laterally, and then you stand up.
Okay.
So all you have to do is go, okay, I'm going to let this right hip turn behind me, get closer to the target, which is kind of your input. You're just not doing it. And then as I come down, keep the head down and back. And as I do that, I can de-loft it.
And this wouldn't stand up? Would it just...
It's gonna stand up.
Oh, will. Okay.
But you're already standing up. Remember, you're over here and you're pushing up.
Yeah.
You're actually going down and forward, and then it will stand up at some point. So through the ball, your pelvis extends, it rises.
Okay.
Okay? But do the first input.
So, I had a question on the pressure of my feet here.
Yep.
So right now it's 60-40. When I'm turning here, would this like move more to my outside of the foot, or is it still like...
I would kind of keep it feeling like your pressure for you. So watch me. If I'm trying to hit like long drive,
yeah,
I will push off my right foot.
Yeah.
The problem is when you do that, you push everything over here. So the skill in the long run, not now, is you push and you break that. And then that actually goes this way. So for you, if we go, okay, I'm going to do a little bit of this, I'm not going to move this right. I'm going to push and almost feel like it goes towards my left toe.
Okay.
Not towards the heel, and that's going to move me more diagonal that way.
Okay.
Beautiful. And if you chunk it, do it more.
Okay.
Wow. And you hit a draw.
Yeah.
Okay, that took 2 swings. You want to go play golf now?
I got a tee time in 2 hours.
Okay, good. Hit the cart. Oh, you're just a little too early. We wanted you to hit that cart. All right, that's all right. We'll do it again.
I do feel like I'm just like, when I'm landing though, I'm just using so much of my arms and like not trying to get ball speed more. Yeah.
It's okay. The reason why I'm dismissing a lot of that is there's a thing that keeps showing up, not as much anymore, but with this club in particular that's always resonated and been there, which is you're having a center issue.
Yeah, for sure.
And it keeps like, because of your attachment to like wrist stuff, elbow stuff, it's like we want to have really good contact as number one. No matter what happens, you have good contact. I don't care if you hit it right, but you thin it and fat it. It's like you got to take care of that first before we get the start line okay.
Gotcha.
Okay, so same input. Don't change anything. Good. And one more. That was actually pretty good. One more time.
Oh, man.
What'd that ball do?
Push. Fade.
Did it fade? Okay.
Yeah.
And last one. That actually is not bad. That's just wrist. Okay, ready? Last one. Same input. What did that do?
That one's
Straight, a little chunky?
Straight, chunky.
Okay, let's take a look.
And I feel like this is coming back when I added this new backswing, because like when I'm just like curling my body around and making this super bowed, it's very like a unison motion to go this back, but when I'm trying to go like this,
more radial,
it kind of like brings this.
You can't do that.
So
You can't lose the like I said, the priority is not letting the hips go to the right.
Yeah.
So 1 inch right, perfect. Head's good. Pelvis lift's good. Turn. Pelvis is still up, it's not down enough.
So that means I'm just bringing this up.
Well, your whole body is just not going down. I mean, see the relationship is better. See the pelvis is centered and your chest is to the right.
Yeah.
Now, obviously, it's too much,
Yeah.
but I don't care. That's the opposite of what you were doing.
Yeah.
You just need to settle from like here to here. This needs to go down.
Down?
Yeah, you're just going down late.
So how does it go down?
Well, the more you rotate, the more you're going to go down and to the left. So your pelvis is turning and dropping because pressure is going left.
Then my chest would need to just keep going around?
Around. Yeah.
Rather than, because right now I guess this is what happened with this new edition is like, I feel like when I'm bringing this more vertical, I'm just going up with it.
Yeah, don't do that. Like, this isn't doing anything. Like, don't overthink this. Mm-hmm. Just let it go like that. Like, this is loading, like, that's it.
Okay.
But don't let it, you remember, your body's controlling what that's doing.
Yeah.
Not so much in your hands. But because that goes up, then you kind of go down late and you kind of jump everything a little forward. That's why you can't load the club. But you're not that far off. It's a little early extension, but you're not that far off.
Yeah.
That's why it wasn't such a bad shot. Like, look, you get shaft lean. Like, so you're not that far off. I think, but this piece is, and the hips need to be more forward. This is the core of your issue with the long club.
Yeah, this is basically what's happening with 6 and 5 iron right now.
Yeah,
okay.
Fine. No biggie.
Can I try it?
Yes, just keep doing it. But I think if you just think of it, just pelvis is rotating and dropping down and left.
So then I just don't, I guess my arm shouldn't dictate.
Absolutely not.
It's just
like I don't even care that much.
It's just like this, and then turning this.
Yeah.
And this is going down.
Down and forward. Cool. Stop thinking about your hands though. Just don't even think about it. Like, I want you just to swing.
Yeah.
So it's just like, boom, like this is going down and forward. And free your arms up. Okay.
Yeah, I have a bad tendency now. I just always hold it because I'm like trying to.
You're trying to steer it.
Yeah.
Fine. Okay, so that's the pattern.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, Can you swing 3 times as fast to a practice swing doing that? Like just out of control.
Like swinging out of control?
Out of control. Not hitting a ball.
Not.
As fast as you can, you're going to try to do this. How would you do that?
Okay.
So I want you to go, okay, the only thing I'm going to do is this and down before I get to the top. And I'm going to make a really big fast swing.
Okay.
So show me that. Good. Can you make your backswing faster doing it?
I'd be like, just throw it over there?
As hard as you can.
Okay.
Hit a ball like that. Right now. Go. Whatever that felt like, just do it. Fast as you can. I could cuss at you right now. That was absolutely smoked high draw. Okay, so
Yeah, it was pretty crazy.
why did that work?
I wasn't really thinking about anything. I don't know.
You had one input,
Yeah.
and the input was what the hips were doing and as hard as you can. So that was awesome, by the way. Is that going to have shot tracer on it?
Yeah, of course.
There's going to be flames on that thing. Because what's happened, just noticeably,
Yeah.
I think 2 things happen when you play golf. You put a lot of work in, a lot of effort, and you get really confident about a certain thing, which might be 7-iron to wedge, and you go out there, because that's what we've done, and you've hit them really good, and you can shoot par if we took away the par 3s.
Yeah.
Literally, you take away the par 3s, you shot even par,
Yeah.
right?
More or less, yep.
I mean, pretty
Yeah,
much.
8, yeah, but yeah.
73, 74?
70, 75, yeah, 76.
Yeah,
something
okay,
like
whatever.
that. Yeah.
Like, that's pretty darn good.
Yeah.
So the problem is that you don't have confidence around these long irons because you haven't put the work in on it. Okay.
Yeah.
But you have. You're treating them slightly different. So you need to do that input at maximum speed, and some of the time, let's do some speed protocols. Okay, because the speed protocol will not allow you to do this because you're not gonna be able to do it. For me to get speed, it's like a baseball player. I have to come off the mound.
Yeah.
So I have to push really hard into that right leg. I mean, extremely hard to push this down into the left as the club's going up, and then I'm going to absolutely smash it.
Yeah.
Show me, show me. That's how you play golf. Okay, let's do that again.
Probably went 300 yards.
Well, that 5-iron now went 225. High draw, high draw, high draw, high draw. Hell yeah, boy.
And right before we check that out, I wanted to share with you all something way more impressive than that failed fist bump. Not only am I grinding every day to get the scratch and get you guys all this great content, but I'm also building a golf super app called Caddy where you can get tailored lessons from the greatest coaches of all time. And we are going to be adding features like a shot tracer, improved GPS and stat tracking, community groups, and more. This will be the last golf app you will ever need, so check it out at caddyai.io. Link is in the description. But before that, smash that like and subscribe and wait until the end where we talk about how to stripe the driver. So with that, let's get back to the show.
Okay, let's check it out.
Yeah, I guess the one thing that I'm always like scared about going so fast is like I don't want to do our main problem like a couple months ago is just go like that and forward with my chest,
Okay.
but maybe I didn't do that. I don't know.
Okay, but this is where I'm going to educate you on some stuff.
Okay.
Okay. So, this is a difference between drum roll, kinetics, and kinematics.
Okay.
Okay, so you go on the internet and we have this discussion, like how I said that,
Yeah.
about golf swing mechanics, and we hang our hat on the geometry of a swing, like this is better, this is better, this is better. There's a new mouse trap that I can sell you that's going to make you hit high draws and never slice it again. Okay?
Yeah.
Okay, fine, like maybe that works. But the problem is sometimes the mechanics, all the time, are created from the kinetics or inputs that you put into your system. So your body is creating forces and torques that create positions.
Yeah.
Okay, so me standing there trying to do something manually, like hinge my wrist or bend my elbow or put a ball between my arms or hang something off my hat or whatever it is disguising the actual problem that's going on. Okay.
Yeah.
And well, why do my elbows pull apart? Okay, so there's a why between here. So you've had enough input of me telling you not to slide your hips right.
Yeah, of course.
And to drop down on the backswing.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, you already have that in your head.
Yeah.
Okay.
Ingrained.
Now, correct. So now the input is going to be to turn and drop as fast as you can. So let's see what happens. Okay, through the club back, went more. I think my camera moved, so we're going to ignore that. My camera did move. See that?
Yeah.
So what happens when you break your tripod? Okay, so, but let's just look at your rotation and look at your hips. Are you going down?
100%.
Are your hips going forward?
Yeah.
100%. In fact, that is a lot of right bend and forward bend, and your pelvis, yeah, my camera moved a lot. You can tell your hips went down.
Yeah,
for
I
sure.
can see it for sure.
And then, is your head back there?
Yeah.
Are you open? Hips forward, head back. Clearly.
Yeah.
Handle forward. Clearly. This is your practice swing, by the way.
Okay, yeah.
I mean, that's ridiculous.
Yeah. That is ridiculous.
So, I mean, in layman's terms, it's just swing hard.
Yeah.
But in reality, it's like give yourself one input and hit it.
Okay.
Like instead of thinking about positions and everything like that.
Mm-hmm.
So you're working like both sides of the spectrum. It's like, okay, like you've had enough lessons of A, B, C, D, and E.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well, throughout the week, let's do some speed protocols
Okay.
that free the system up. Now, some people do speed protocols because they need to hit it further. You are trying to do it because it frees your system up.
Mm-hmm.
Okay?
Yeah.
Instead of like, I need a different position to make the mousetrap better.
Yeah.
It's like, I'm watching you hit 9 irons and 7 irons that are fine, but they're just not as freed up. They're kind of thoughtful and, all that kind of stuff. Okay. Can you do that again?
Yeah.
That was a 10.
Okay.
Awesome. Now, I guarantee you, like, this would get better if you run your process. That was fine. It was just right.
Yeah.
It was just a straight push. So give me a better input before. Confidently know that, oh, I went down and forward and then rip.
Got it. So that went right because I didn't go down forward. I kind of went here and...
100%. Like,
Yeah.
you just know that that's what it is. It's not bad.
Just keep going.
Keep the head back when you do it.
Okay.
Awesome. Dude, that's perfect.
That's good?
Yeah, fine to me. I don't know. Can you play that?
I'm just messing with you.
Can you play that ball?
I think that's pretty good.
Okay. So here's what I would do on the flip side of this. So this is it. This is all you're going to do.
Yeah.
So when you're practicing and you're hitting shots and you're doing what you're doing, kind of take inventory of where they're starting and finishing.
Yeah.
Just put it in a book.
Sure.
Like get a composition book, write it down, go, hey, you know what, my forehand needs to be maybe more over here, more over here. Then you start looking at maybe your ball position, your line. Is the ball too far back, too far forward? But do a little field work on that, and then don't get into the nuances of the swing so much.
Yeah.
You can keep it confined to what you're already doing. So everything
Okay.
you're doing now is fine.
Yeah.
You don't need to add to it.
Mm-hmm.
To play really, really good golf. Like your golf swing right now, you should shoot par.
Yeah.
Like you really should.
Yeah.
But it's too, like how you're thinking about it is too manual. You don't have to play effective golf to look like Matt O'Grady.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know what I mean by that? Like you don't need to have it make it look a certain way to play really good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's
a lot of different ways to skin the cat.
I guess I just want it to look like that.
Okay, good honesty. Yeah,
Yeah.
you don't want to do that. In the long run, you can do all that if you're
Yeah.
shooting par. I don't have no problem with it.
Mm-hmm.
But do you really need it to do that?
Yeah. Well, my question though is like, maybe the answer is no, but like, I'm trying to adapt to a golf swing that's super technically sound so that I don't pick up bad habits and I can't
You
reverse
don't
them.
have any. Look, you already have habits that you have.
Yeah.
Your golf swing already looks pretty technically sound,
Oh, okay.
and it's only going to get more. But it's not going to make you shoot par.
Yeah.
It's just not.
Yeah.
That's unfortunately in my industry, that's how it's sold.
Yeah.
like, oh, well, if you get your hand path here, you'll hit it more effectively. I go, dude, Chris Kirk is cashing checks.
Yeah.
Jim Furyk's cashing checks. Phil Mickelson, 40 wins.
Yeah.
You know, this way, and stripes his irons. So, yeah, it's easy to explain why the swing direction's left or right because it's not here, not here, not here. But at the end of the day, you're still being tentative. Like that's the thing you're staring down the barrel of.
Yeah.
So process has to be the same. Freely swinging at this thing hard so you can adapt to it. And then over time, you change the inputs that need to be changed. But if you're hitting high draws like that at 230 with a 5-iron,
Yeah.
freaking send it.
Yeah. I one other thing is just like when I'm like, oh man, I messed up, or like I'm going down a slump, I'm like, why is that happening? And I'm looking at my swing, it's like, okay, it's
It's your tendencies.
because of this.
It's probably this. It's probably pushing, standing up like that, and then you're like that.
Okay.
I mean, at impact, you stood up, your left wrist is an extension. Right? Okay, well, why is that? It's because my mass moved too far right,
Yep.
and then I push away from it because I didn't go down, so I'm not going to go down,
Yeah.
and I have to extend my wrist to hit it.
Gotcha. So I should be down.
You
all
should
the
be
time.
down, no, you should be down at the top. So
Down
the
at
furthest
top.
down in your swing is at the top of your swing.
Like right here.
Yeah, so I'm like here, woof, and I'm down. So like my 5-iron, I'm maybe down 2 inches center of my pelvis
Gotcha.
on average.
And if I'm down here and I hit it,
You will push up and around.
this,
back.
So this is going.
It will rotate and extend. And all those things you already do without thinking about it.
Okay.
That's my point. When you're going fast there, you already did it.
Uh-huh.
You smashed it. Everything was like that. Looked
Gotcha.
perfect.
Okay. Let me try.
So you let the athlete in you take over a little bit. Good. It's a little right, but that was in the air. It was hammered.
And if it's going right, it's because
It's because no. You're going to do it again. It was a good process. What'd that do?
right. Push right. I think I know why though.
Head went forward. Keep
Yeah,
it back.
That's kind of what I felt. Oh, that was a little forward too.
Yeah. Okay. Learning lesson. Don't be smart.
Okay.
Okay, stop. Like, dumb this thing down.
Okay.
I'm watching you go through the motions after like pretty successful 4 or 5 shots. Then you hit one right, and then all the emotions start coming back. It's like, wait a minute, I've been here before. I'm going to start grasping at randomness of do this. Oh, where's my upper body? It's like, no, dude, like your mechanics were fine when you focused on go fast, hips rotate down and to the left. That's it.
Okay.
And just smash.
I'll try again.
Wow. Okay. Good job.
That was pretty good.
That's awesome. So we have something going on.
Yeah.
And we had, well, 1, 2, 3, we had 3 sessions within that 20 balls that you hit. 20 to 20, I think it was 20 balls. That they're either absolute perfect high draws that were nuked to a couple right balls to a couple contact issues.
Yeah.
And all those things are stemmed from your pattern of moving your mass too long to the right,
Yeah.
having it stay up,
Yep.
and then pushing a large horizontal towards the target.
Yeah.
That's where it all stems from. So when you get to a 6-iron, 5-iron, 4-iron, your goal is to, how do I swing this as freely as I can with some gusto on it?
Yeah.
And for like the next month, you just try to rip that 5-iron.
Okay.
Like it's like, why is my 5-iron going 240?
Yeah.
Like, why is it doing that? And why are they so high and drawing back to the pin? It's a little frustrating because I can't hit a fade.
You want these to be high on
Yeah,
5
just
irons?
smashed. Which is what you do every time that you do it correctly.
When a 5 iron goes high, Does that mean it's still compressed?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's just you have shaft lean and you're shallow and you
And it's just going.
smoke it.
Yeah.
But the biggest overlying thing is it's not your mechanics, it's kind of your behavior.
Yeah.
You got to take, I said, don't put your intellect in front of your golf swing, because you can because you know a lot. You're like, oh, well, if I do this, it's going to get better. It's like, yeah, but the athlete just got pulled away from you. So let's look on how I want you to practice this. Mm-hmm. So you obviously put some range time in.
Probably way too much.
Okay. So is there ability for you to go on a golf course and go on a par 3 and shell like 3 balls at a time by yourself?
Yeah, I can make that
Like
happen.
you're a junior golfer and you're like, hey, I got to play golf?
Yeah, I can do that.
Okay. Just to kind of get the routine in there.
Yeah.
And it overcomes the fear of like, oh, I've been here before, I know what to do.
Yeah.
Because you look at most high school kids that are golfing, it's one of the issues, by the way, hopefully everybody hears this. One of the issues we have in Los Angeles is that golf's expensive and junior golf doesn't have a big access like it used to 25 years ago. Mm-hmm. So kids don't play as much golf.
Yeah.
Because corporate, they just want to make bottom line numbers. So, sorry, but that's just the truth. I don't care. But you need to get out there and get reps on the golf course and kind of experiment based off what you just did, hitting shots.
Okay.
Because otherwise, I don't want you to go out and shoot another 84 with some doubles on par 3s.
Yeah. Actually, to think about it, I think I had a triple in one.
Okay.
So
So you almost could have shot par.
yeah.
Just hitting the center of the green. And by the way, one thing I want you to do, and this is why I asked you earlier, I actually want you to hit out of those 3 balls, hit one of the balls to the front edge of the green and just get up and down.
Okay.
Because like I have kids that play up, like on AJGAs, and they're too young.
Yeah.
And they don't, like I had one kid that played the one at Mission Viejo,
Yeah.
and he doesn't hit it far enough to hit the green. So how is he going to win?
Yeah, he's got to lay it up then.
He was in 3rd place after the first day.
Yeah. So
He
he's
couldn't
short
hit every
games.
par 4.
Yeah.
He was hitting driver 3-wood to the front edge, chipping it on and making 1 putts.
Yeah.
And I told him to do that. So his practice round was hit it to the front edge, get up and down. Because if he hits it in the rough, doesn't matter. I'm going to hit it to the front edge and get up and down anyway. So, and if you get good at that, like, you're not going to worry about hitting greens, you know. You'll end up doing it anyway. But if you miss it, you'll be fine. Just don't hit it long, like shell one over.
Yeah.
Like get the front number and then get the middle
Okay.
on a par 3.
Yeah.
You know.
I think my course management needs to get a little bit better. But the last 6 days where I was just playing golf every day,
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, my scores are just going to drop, and my handicap's like,
And play a lot of white pegs.
yeah. Okay, sounds good.
Yeah.
Let me
see you do it with a driver.
Yeah, let's try to get more athletic with this, because I think after that, I think that day when I shot an 84, I hit like every green, every fairway.
Okay.
So it was like super easy.
So why are we looking at your driver?
Because the day
just
after,
kidding. Go ahead.
the
You're
day
fine.
after, I think I wanted to,
You wanted to perfect it?
yeah, because I was like, I wanted this versus this cone.
Yeah.
And then it was all over the place, and I shot like a 90 something. I was like, oh
Okay.
my God. Ah.
So that input is good, but your hip still likes to go to the right.
Yeah.
So you got to get rid of that. I want you to go forward and down.
Should I not even do this like thing I do where I'm kind of like,
Well, you just kind of rock over there. You go like rock,
should
and
I
now
just
you
like
can't go
stay?
anywhere. Just a push that
just
way
do
and down.
that?
Hard as you can. Go for it. That was way better.
Yeah. I just feel like I'm so forward with my chest.
You feel what?
I feel like I just keep going this.
No. That was, I know you a little bit mishit that, but it was still high draw.
Okay.
That actually you felt forward, you actually look like this. Your head actually was more back and your hips are more forward.
Oh, I meant like on my downswing. I felt like,
okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Fair. Sick. Let me ask you a question. Do you think if you were 6 years old, you'd ask me what P2 was?
No.
Or if you were 12, you'd care
No.
what your right elbow looked like?
No.
That happens when they're like 17,
Yeah.
after they stripe.
Yeah.
Most of the time I have like 16, 17-year-old kids are like, okay, well, I kind of want, does P2 need to be here and 3 and everything? And I'm like, yeah, you just shot 64. Like, it really doesn't matter that much.
Yeah.
You're coming in on the back end. Like, you don't come in as an 8-year-old. Like, if you were an 8-year-old, you'd be doing this all day. You'd be like, I need to hit it further. I need to hit it further. And then you kind of figure out where your lines are, and then you'd clean it up later on.
Mm-hmm.
And that's kind of what I would do. Like, where you are right now, I'd kind of flip the narrative over a little bit, because you already have a nice golf swing. But this is a sequence issue. And if you put a whole bunch of speed through the system,
Yeah.
and you're able to do it, then you kind of know your sequence is good.
Yeah.
But if you can't, your sequence is bad.
Mm-hmm. I just feel right now, I mean, I'm not thinking, but I do feel like I'm kind of out of control.
Yeah, good. Yeah, I need you to kind of live there for a little while, and then get control around it.
Gotcha. What do you mean by that, though? Like,
Well, I mean, you should be able to swing freely at maximum effort.
Okay.
Because if I move wrong,
Yeah.
like that, I can't do it.
I see.
I need to film that. You need to see that. Watch what your hips do.
Oh.
What'd that do?
Pull.
Okay.
So
Hit hard though, right?
Yeah.
Okay, come look. So here we are. Ball position is better. It's not too far back in your stance. So it's some of the reason why you hit it right, by the way.
Okay. I think I tend to do that with the driver.
Because you're afraid of contact. So you move the ball back.
Mm.
So here, 0. Pelvis centered, head the most back, pelvis the most down.
Yeah. It's like I'm squatting.
Well, that's the opposite of what you normally do.
Yeah.
That's my point.
Yep.
Normally your hips are way to the right, your head's like up. So now you're actually, quote unquote, using the ground, if you want to use that cliche.
Yeah.
So you're actually winding going down because your body knows to create force and needs to do that.
Mm-hmm.
And then now your head's going up a little bit. You just need to keep your head back as you rip your body through. But not bad. See?
So it shouldn't go up. Oh, wait, so it should.
Well, your head's lifting, so your pelvis is lifting.
Uh-huh.
Just need to stay kind of in its tilt as you rip. So whatever you feel here, leave the head feeling like it stays there and just rip. But overall, pretty good. Like, that's different. Hips are forward, head's back.
Yeah.
Normally your head's forward and you're stood up more.
And then just try not to lift my head there.
Just leave your head back there. Just smash it.
Just like that.
Be a junior golfer.
Okay.
Like kind of kill the intellect. That's the big message for today. Okay, just it's too good to add more to it.
Okay.
It doesn't need to.
Okay, can I try to hit it again?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good. Keep going. Is that center hit?
Ooh. Yeah, I just feel like I'm like pulling in my arms for some reason.
You're what?
I feel like I'm like going this.
Okay. Not bad, Jerome.
Yeah, that one was pretty good.
Okay, so confidently, because look, these are all a lot better.
Yeah.
So let's just say like we had like this guiding thing to wrap our head around.
Yeah.
So you can score.
Yeah.
Which is all that really matters.
Yep.
What is it?
Have just one thought, which is turning this and landing.
And going down.
Yeah.
And being able to do it with amount of force and just leave your head down and back.
So just
wherever you get to, leave your head down and back.
Like when I get here, just don't move this.
Yep, and just smash. Swing out, swing to the right, whatever, just let it go. If you do that, you're going to have more predictability of some outcome than what you were doing where there was too much lateral going on all over the place. Mm-hmm. And for some reason, your short irons, you didn't do that,
Yeah.
which is interesting. But I think it's a powering thing. That's why I said if this is a powering thing, let's actually do it with some power.
Mm-hmm.
So we retrain your brain how you think about power.
Got it. I see. Yeah, I feel like, I don't know, with my short irons, I feel like there's not a lot of movement because it's so short. I could just like,
Yeah, exactly.
but then when I'm all over here, it's
And
kind of
look,
just a little,
training for club head speed,
Yeah.
which you don't really need, is the easiest thing in the world to train because it's linear. There's no mystery to it. Like, it's really in 4 areas. You have particular forces you're applying through your body to do it, and then you just swing fast. And if your alignments are somewhat decent, you can do it. So there's really no like market cap to creating club head speed,
Yeah.
unless your golf swing sucks.
yeah.
Like if okay, yeah, you fix your golf swing.
Yeah.
But like swinging fast is not hard.
Mm-hmm.
Now I know I'm saying that being 6'2", but like
Yeah.
it's not. It's
Yeah.
really not. But I'm kind of giving you the free rein to do it because your swing is good.
Okay. Yeah. I just also just try to be super methodical, I guess.
Yeah, way too.
So I could get in the right positions so I could
But then you can't feel what you're doing.
look like that picture. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I guess I'm just worried here where I'm like, and I think you're saying I'm already doing it where when I don't feel, I feel like I just stand up.
Yeah, but if you do the input right, that's all passive. It does it on its own.
like this will like look
It
like
already
this.
opens and pushes up.
Okay.
Yeah, you're fine. All right, so fast as you can, head stays back, same hips and lowering. It's fine. It's high on the face. Okay,
Yeah.
so when do you play golf next?
In like 2.5 hours.
Oh, where are you playing?
Brookside.
Are you taking a helicopter there, or?
It's only an hour and a half. It's at like 5.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Can you get 18 in?
Yeah. I always get 18 in. I've been playing 18 every day.
Okay. You're playing the whites today.
Okay. I'll play the whites.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just do it so you can get your scoring.
Okay. Got it.
You
Got
know, it's more mental than it is skill set wise.
it. Okay. Sounds good.
You know, I wouldn't even mind like if do you ever play par 3 courses?
Not around here.
Play Hartwell.
I don't live here.
Yeah, but like next time, like after a lesson or whatever, play Hartwell.
Okay.
It's like 18 holes, all par 3s.
Okay. Yeah.
It's actually really good for you because
Okay.
it's all wedges and short irons and chipping and putting and greens are undulating, and if you spin the ball, you got to take speed off. You got to hit like 100-yard 9-iron because the green's like this, it's going to rip back on you.
Oh,
It's
nice.
very frustrating.
Okay.
Yeah, because it's hard to go low there.
Okay.
And the guy who has the course record, he got it when he was like 12 because he didn't spin it.
Dang. That's
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah, he shot like 11 under or
Oh my
something.
God. One day.
Yeah.
One day.
But it's a good test.
Gotcha. So, just to
Plus,
kind of
it's more short game.
Dude, yeah, the short game is like, I think what's killing me too is like, I miss a couple 5-foot putts and then like the bunker I got, like in the par 3s, I'll just get stuck in a bunker
Yeah,
and I'm like,
you still got to get out.
I'll grind that.
Well, if you like you got plugged in a bunker or something.
Oh, well, I'll just like hit it, it comes back, and I hit it again, it comes back, and I'm like, I just
Oh,
wasted 2
yeah,
strokes.
yeah.
Yes. And then, like, it's stuck in a divot, and I'll hit it, and it goes over the green instead of like, and so.
Do you ever practice hitting out of divots?
Yeah, and I just wrote in my book on how to hit divots now. So like every time I go to that same situation, I'll do
Okay.
corrected. So
Yeah.
each time I'm just kind of like, I think short game for me is kind of just like a decision tree that I just need to eventually just write down,
Sure.
and then I'll like,
Yeah.
Figure
I mean,
it
it's
out.
experience.
yeah.
That's what I mean. If you played Hartwell or like Little Rack or, you know, even if you went up to LA and you played just to do it, Holmby Hills. You ever played that little place?
No.
So they have like a little, right next to LACC, they got a few little holes over there you just pitch around on.
I got to check out all the ones in LA. I'm living in LA now, so
Yeah. So it's
yeah. So
really good.
recap here
Yeah.
is
Yeah, I want you to just like you're gonna teach me what you're doing.
yeah. So it seems like there's really one variable, and then if things go out of line, it seems like there's three things that I may be doing. Is like one is okay. The one variable is basically just like turning and landing and then hitting it. That's it. But it seems like the three things that would cause a missed hit is if I do this and just get stuck here and don't land.
Yep.
The second is if I go way too forward and I just kind of hit it up, it'll go sky high.
And what makes it better is if you don't think about it and you just do it.
Yeah. Yes.
So a friend of mine had me do an RDL with a broomstick, okay, down at Urban Golf in Orange County. Just saying that just so I give credit to where credit's due. And he had me do it on this leg.
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay, cool. So like when I first did it, I'm like thinking about it. He's like, stop thinking about it, just do it.
Yeah.
It's the same principle.
Got it.
Like that just popped in my brain. But that's kind of, you just have to at some point do it so that there's free motion to it and there's no interruption.
Uh-huh.
And then it becomes a sequence. That's an actual sequence. Like you don't think about throwing a ball, right? You have awareness of how you hold it, awareness of what you're doing. It needs to turn into awareness, not systematically making positions happen.
Okay.
Because then you can't put speed behind it.
Yeah. I see. Okay.
Because look, if you get to a point where you're swinging 118, 119, which is totally doable. I mean, it's not that hard. Because your swing's going to be able to sustain that. You won't be able to do it thinking about positions.
Yeah.
Like trying to like keep things in alignments. I mean, that's an awful way to exist playing golf.
Yeah. I guess so this was kind of like my initial take, and maybe this is probably wrong, but because, you know, when I started this, my swing speed was at 117, 118 already. And so I was like, okay, that's pretty fast already. So
You're plenty fast.
Maybe we'll break it down so like it's a little more accurate.
Yeah.
But
to some degree, that's okay.
Yeah.
But not till it hinders the performance.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Got it. And then the last thing I just remembered is just so when I'm turning here, and so my head's right here now.
Yeah.
When this I'm just like not even moving this entire time. Is it just like this?
Just leave it back there.
And just like that?
It'll get pulled forward.
After the... Yeah.
But don't worry about it.
Okay.
Passively, your head will get pulled forward at some point. Don't worry about it.
Okay.
Just feel like it stays back.
Okay. The one miss that was happening the day before I hit 84 was like when I was kind of firing this, I would pull this so far open and it would pull everything. Mm-hmm. But if I'm landing here, that should mitigate me like pulling.
Yeah,
it,
you
right?
won't. If you do it properly, you won't spin your chest open.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let me hit it one more time. Oh.
It's okay.
So that pulled because I didn't land left.
You know what I like about this session? I've been in the cart most of the time just so I don't over give you information and I feel like Chubbs right now. I want you just to simplify it.
Yeah.
Okay, you're on the golf course.
Yeah.
You're killing this mechanism up here for a minute.
Yeah.
You have one directive. You're going to show me that one directive and hit it.
Okay.
Better.
I don't even know where it went.
Okay. That's what you need to do.
Okay.
So what was different amongst that last one and the other two? That was just watching you, kind of gritting my teeth a little bit because of your behavior around it. Remember I said I was going to watch your behavior?
Yeah.
You were trying to figure out when something wasn't good or an outcome wasn't right, why?
Yeah.
You cannot play golf like that.
Okay.
It's not even possible. You have to be, remember I said like committed to one thing?
Yeah.
Just, you're going to miss a ball. But just keep doing the same thing. Like just keep doing the same thing. You're going to hit an outlier. Don't, like, the ball's gone. Don't worry about it. Keep the same process going. Now, when you go to practice and you want to film your swing and look at a couple, fine, I get it. You can do that. But don't, like, send it to 15 PhDs and get there, you know.
Just 14. Just
14. Don't get there. Just keep it very simple.
Yeah.
Because it's already good enough.
Yeah.
You've hit enough 5-irons that were smashed and perfect, enough drivers that were smashed and perfect. they tend to get out of whack when, why'd it go left? And then you start thinking about it. Oh, I need to make sure I do that. No. What's your motion? What am I trying to do? I'm trying to do this, trying to do that, trying to do this, trying to do that.
Yeah.
Take the intellect, get it out of the house. Okay, just give it movie tickets. Okay, it's gonna go watch Deadpool or something.
I need to go watch Deadpool.
It was okay, and then swing.
Okay.
Okay. That's generally it.
Yeah. That's kind of, I mean, when I got to 84, that's all I was like, this is the one thing I'm thinking about, and I did it for 18 holes.
Yeah.
I did pretty well.
Yeah.
But yeah, I guess I'm, and I hate to make this the excuse all the time. It's just like, I just get so much like, I need to make this so perfect. But
that's just just you.
Yeah, I know. It's like, when I see it, I'm like, that's not good enough. And then I just get.
Do you know who Timmy Herron was?
No, who's that?
So Timmy Herron plays on tour.
Uh-huh.
Timmy Herron doesn't probably care what his golf swing looks like, just his score.
Yeah.
And ice fishing.
And he's pretty good.
Guy can play golf.
Yeah.
There's a lot of guys like that.
Yeah.
Like they don't they just want to hit it where they hit it and have control. So not really am I doing it right, or it's like, did the ball do what it needed to do, and did it do it 10 times in a row? Right? Start flipping that perspective over. All right?
Gotcha.
Okay. Questions on that?
No, that makes sense.
Okay, that's all you're doing.
Okay.
You're playing white tees today.
White tees? All right.
Okay.
Sounds good.
Hey, Jerome here. I'm so excited to share all the new things we are building at Caddy AI and for you to be part of the journey, because this channel isn't anything without you. So if you already checked out caddyai.io and joined the waitlist, check out this video down below. YouTube recommended me to share it with you. They said you would love it. All right, see you there.